In the world of artificial intelligence, a new chapter is unfolding, one that pits visionaries, innovators, and corporate giants against each other in a high-stakes legal showdown. A legal battle is brewing between some of tech's biggest names, with the future of AI development and ethical responsibility hanging in the balance. At the center stands Elon Musk, the outspoken entrepreneur and a founder of OpenAI, who is now suing the very company he helped bring to life. Musk, known for his bold ventures and disruptive ideas, claims that OpenAI has strayed far from its original mission. OpenAI, which began as a non-profit dedicated to advancing AI for the benefit of all humanity, has transformed into a commercial powerhouse. This shift was accelerated by a deep and lucrative partnership with Microsoft, one of the world's most influential tech companies. Microsoft's billions in investment and its vast cloud computing resources have fueled OpenAI's rapid rise, making it a central figure in Musk's lawsuit and a key player in the evolving AI landscape. Musk argues that Microsoft has unfairly benefited from a mission that was originally meant to serve humanity, not just corporate profit. He believes the original vision has been compromised in pursuit of commercial gain. Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO and a prominent figure in the tech world, is accused by Musk of steering the company away from its founding ideals. Altman, however, maintains that OpenAI's evolution is necessary to keep pace with global competition and innovation. Meanwhile, Musk has launched his own AI venture, xAI, aiming to create artificial intelligence that aligns more closely with his vision for transparency and public benefit, further intensifying the rivalry between these tech titans. The stakes are enormous. The outcome of this legal battle could reshape not only the future of AI, but also the direction of the entire technology industry, influencing how innovation is governed and who benefits from it. The trial, set for April 2026 in Oakland, California, will test the delicate balance between nonprofit ideals and commercial ambition, and could set a precedent for how AI is developed and regulated in the years to come. The world is watching as these tech titans prepare for a confrontation that could redefine artificial intelligence, with implications reaching far beyond Silicon Valley and into the very fabric of our digital future. Musk's lawsuit centers on a claim of broken promises and a betrayal of OpenAI's founding mission. He says OpenAI was meant to develop AI for the benefit of all, not for private profit. Musk alleges the company's shift to a for-profit model and exclusive deal with Microsoft violated their original agreement. He accuses OpenAI of abandoning its commitment to open-source technology and transparency. The lawsuit frames this as more than a financial dispute. It's a battle for the soul of AI. Musk positions himself as a defender of the original vision, demanding accountability for what he calls a profound betrayal. He argues that OpenAI's current path is a dangerous deviation from responsible AI development. The case is about correcting what Musk sees as a grave error with lasting consequences for technology and humanity. The financial stakes are staggering. Musk is seeking up to $134 billion in damages from OpenAI and Microsoft. This figure is based on expert analysis of the wrongful gains allegedly earned by abandoning the nonprofit mission. OpenAI's share of these gains is estimated at up to $109 billion, with Microsoft's at $25 billion. Musk's legal team argues he deserves a return as a founding investor, whose contributions were exploited for profit. Beyond money, Musk may seek punitive damages and even a court order to force OpenAI back to its nonprofit roots. The lawsuit challenges not just OpenAI's finances, but its entire corporate structure and partnership with Microsoft. If successful, the case could force OpenAI to fundamentally change how it operates. The outcome could set a precedent for how tech companies honor their founding missions. Musk's argument is that his early support was essential to OpenAI's existence and success. He provided $38 million in seed funding, about 60% of the initial capital. Musk's reputation gave OpenAI instant credibility, attracting top talent and media attention. He was hands-on, recruiting key staff and shaping the company's early direction. Musk also offered technical and business advice, drawing on his experience scaling tech companies. His legal team frames him as an active co-founder, not just a donor. The lawsuit claims OpenAI's pivot to profit exploited Musk's foundational work. Without his capital, credibility, and counsel, Musk argues, OpenAI wouldn't exist as it does today. The case hinges on whether these contributions entitle him to a share of OpenAI's current value. OpenAI and Microsoft have pushed back hard, calling Musk's claims baseless and his financial demands unserious. They argue that the lawsuit is not only unfounded, but also a distraction from the real progress being made in artificial intelligence. Both companies have released statements emphasizing their commitment to innovation and transparency, insisting that their actions have always been above board. OpenAI frames the lawsuit as a strategic move by Musk to slow down a rival, not a genuine grievance. They suggest that Musk's legal maneuvering is designed to create uncertainty and cast doubt on OpenAI's intentions, rather than address any real harm. CEO Sam Altman argues Musk's real motive is to hinder a competitor to his own XAI venture. Altman has publicly stated that Musk's actions are more about protecting his own interests in the rapidly evolving AI landscape than about safeguarding OpenAI's original mission. OpenAI points to Musk's 2018 departure and subsequent launch of XAI as evidence of business rivalry. They highlight that Musk chose to leave the organization and later founded a direct competitor, which they believe undermines the credibility of his current claims. Microsoft, for its part, insists its partnership is a standard business deal, not a conspiracy. The tech giant maintains that its collaboration with OpenAI follows industry norms and is focused on advancing AI technology responsibly. Both companies challenge the $134 billion damages analysis, calling it speculative and misleading. They argue that the figure is not grounded in reality and is intended to sensationalize the case rather than reflect actual losses or damages. They've asked the court to limit Musk's expert testimony, arguing it could prejudice the jury. Their legal teams are working to ensure that only relevant and factual information is presented during the proceedings. OpenAI and Microsoft maintain that their evolution was necessary to compete in the AI arms race. They stress that adapting to the fast-changing landscape is essential for survival and continued innovation in the field. They deny any wrongdoing or breach of the original mission. Both companies assert that their actions have always aligned with their stated values and the broader goals of advancing AI for the benefit of society. Their legal strategy is to dismantle Musk's financial claims before the case reaches a jury, aiming to resolve the dispute swiftly and refocus on their core mission of AI development. To understand the dispute, we go back to 2015, when OpenAI was founded as a non-profit alternative to corporate AI. Musk and Sam Altman, concerned about AGI's risks, envisioned a lab working for humanity, not profit. Musk's $38 million kickstarted the project, funding early hires and research. He served on the board and shaped strategy, but left in 2018 over disagreements and conflicts with Tesla's AI work. After Musk's exit, OpenAI began shifting toward a for-profit model and secured a landmark investment from Microsoft. Musk's legal team argues the foundational promises were made between 2015 and 2018. The lawsuit claims OpenAI's later moves, partnering with Microsoft and closing its code, betrayed those promises. For Musk, it's a story of a noble mission derailed. For OpenAI, it's necessary evolution. This history is the backdrop for the legal drama now unfolding. A key question is how much OpenAI and Microsoft gained from allegedly breaking their promises to Musk. OpenAI's value soared to $500 billion, a leap Musk's team says was built on his early support. The lawsuit claims the shift to a for-profit model and Microsoft partnership enabled rapid, profitable growth. Musk's lawyers estimate OpenAI's wrongful gains at up to $109 billion and Microsoft's at $25 billion. Microsoft's investment secured it a prime spot in the AI race, integrating OpenAI's tech across its products. The lawsuit argues these gains were only possible by leveraging Musk's initial investment under false pretenses. Musk seeks to reclaim the value of Microsoft's 27% stake in OpenAI's for-profit arm, arguing it was built on a broken promise. The lawsuit boils down to two competing narratives. Musk claims a promise was broken. He invested in a nonprofit for humanity, only to see it become a profit-driven Microsoft partner. He argues he's owed a share of the returns, since the business model changed without his approval. OpenAI and Microsoft counter that building AGI requires massive resources, and the nonprofit model wasn't sustainable. They say the Microsoft partnership was a pragmatic move to keep advancing AI research. For OpenAI, Musk's lawsuit is sour grapes from a competitor who left and started his own AI company. They dismiss his $134 billion claim as a publicity stunt. The case is about whether Musk's early contributions entitle him to a piece of OpenAI's success. The jury will have to decide which story to believe. As the April 2026 trial approaches, anticipation is building on all sides. Both legal teams are preparing for what could be one of the most closely watched tech lawsuits in recent memory, with the stakes reaching far beyond the courtroom. The outcome could have ripple effects across the entire technology sector, influencing how future partnerships and agreements are structured. Expect fierce and complex battles over evidence, especially surrounding Musk's financial expert and the massive $134 billion claim. Both sides will likely challenge each other's interpretations of contracts, emails, and financial projections, with expert witnesses dissecting every detail. The courtroom will become a battleground for competing narratives about OpenAI's true value and intentions. Key figures like Elon Musk and Sam Altman are expected to take the stand, each offering their own version of OpenAI's evolution. Their testimonies will be scrutinized for inconsistencies and could sway the jury's perception of what really happened behind closed doors. Other executives and early team members may also be called to testify, adding more layers to the story. Ultimately, the jury faces a difficult decision. Was there a binding agreement? And if so, was it broken? They must weigh the evidence and decide what, if anything, Musk is owed. Their verdict could set a precedent for how founder disputes are resolved in the tech world. A verdict in Musk's favor could force OpenAI to pay billions in damages or even force changes to its business model, potentially reshaping the company's future and the broader AI industry. It could also send a message to other tech founders about the power of legal recourse. On the other hand, a win for OpenAI and Microsoft would leave Musk empty-handed and affirm their current path, reinforcing the legal protections of for-profit pivots and partnerships with major corporations. Regardless of the outcome, the case is already sparking intense debate about AI ethics, founder responsibilities, and the risks that come with shifting from nonprofit to for-profit. Industry leaders, ethicists, and entrepreneurs are watching closely, aware that the trial's outcome could influence future innovation and governance. The trial will shape how future tech companies balance idealism with commercial reality, forcing founders and investors to reconsider how they structure their missions and protect their original visions. For entrepreneurs everywhere, it's a cautionary tale about the importance of clear agreements, transparent communication, and staying true to founding visions, even as companies grow and evolve. The verdict will help define the rules for the next era of artificial intelligence, setting new standards for how innovation, ethics, and business interests intersect in a rapidly changing world.